the rest of the tunnel is built?
A massive cutting has appeared.
The rumours are that there's all sorts of things hidden in the tunnel.
Oh really?
Yes.
Good morning everybody, and welcome to another video. My name is Paul.
And I'm Rebecca, and welcome to another Whitewick's Abandoned Railways video.
Abandoned being a key word today, Rebecca. What's the difference between abandoned and disused? And why do we call our channel, why do we call our channel Whitewick's Abandoned Railways?
That's a very good question, Paul. Yeah, I don't really know, to be fair.
I don't really know either. But my assumption is disused, because you see disused railway all over the OS maps in the UK. You don't really see abandoned, unless you look at some old maps. And when you look at some really old UK maps, you see the word abandoned on the odd occasion. And I think it refers to a line that was started to be built, but wasn't actually built. Today we are looking for an abandoned railway. Where are we, Rebecca?
We're in Wales.
We're in Wales, hey! We love Wales. We're in the Brecon Beacons. We've no idea what we're looking for because not many people know that this railway existed, or didn't exist because it didn't exist, but didn't know it was part built. Excuse the wind. So, our journey today is going to take us from Sennybridge near Brecon up toward Clangamark. Forgive the pronunciation as ever, but I think Clangamark is right. And it was going to join the Brecon and Neath Railway up to the Heart of Wales line. And yeah, so abandoned being the key word. Was this line built? No one really knows. 1867, they got permission to build it, they started building it, but no one really knows how far they got because they ran out of money in 1867.
It's a mystery.
It is a bit of a mystery. So join us today on our little adventure where we shall find out how abandoned this railway really was. Did they build any tunnels? Did they build any viaducts? Let's go find out. Right, so the first bit of the journey today is going to be, right?
Yeah. You got yourself caught.
So the first bit of the journey, we're just north now of Sennybridge railway station, and we're on the Brecon and Neath Railway, about 100 yards north of where this abandoned line, I think they called it Devy Brock to Clangamark Railway went. This abandoned line, so it left about 100 yards south of where we are now, so we're going to see if we can find it. So almost straight away we found what we think is obviously the embankment there, and look across there, you can see an amazing culvert. So first point of call is they built an embankment. Second thought is they've already built culverts etc for this as well, before it was abandoned. There was a culvert under the main line here, and obviously that goes trickling forward down there and under the embankment there. We'll see if we can get down and check some of those out. Second thought, or third thought, the embankment across there where the abandoned railway went seems really thin. It seems like the top is like a knife edge, not a track bed. So I don't know if that's part of a construction where they actually just built that first and then they maybe bulked it out. I don't know, there might be some experts that can tell me that. So this is it. This is the bit between the Brecon and Neath Railway and the abandoned railway up to Clangamark, and that's it right there. That is wide enough for a track, I'm sure. So I'm just heading down the gap between the two now. I'm sorry to get so excited about an embankment, but you know I like my embankments. Right, that's as close as we're going to get. Too many trees, too many bits, and there it is. Fantastic. Okay, before we get to the tunnels, or the tunnel, sorry, that maybe was, maybe wasn't, there would have been a viaduct, without question. Now, we don't think they built it because there's no remnants of any stonework or masonry or anything there. But out of there, in the middle of this great big embankment, you can see a cutting. That's where the railway would have come from, Sennybridge or Devry Brook, out of here, into there, into the tunnel. So let's go have a look now, get a bit closer to that. We'll presume we'll see a cutting this side of the river, and then potentially whatever remains of the tunnel. Oh look, is that some masonry there?
Yeah, I'm up there.
And down there. Like the start of the viaduct is there and there. Oh, this is brilliant. This is so cool. Right, down the embankment there and down the embankment there towards the river. You can see that, and you can see that there, which is masonry. That tells me they did start building the viaduct. Right. I can't tell you how exciting this is. This is a railway that not many people know exists. Even locals don't know this exists. We've asked a lot of questions and people said, oh yeah, there was going to be a railway there, but we just found some old
he slips over.
some old stanchions of the viaduct. Is that as high as they got? We don't know. And now we're going to look behind us at where they dug an cutting into what was going to be the tunnel. Right, I'm about as far as I can get into the Sennybridge tunnel, or the Devry Brook tunnel. I don't think, well, there's too much spoil, there's too much earth that's come down to tell if there was any kind of portal here whatsoever. We were going to say there is, we're pretty sure there wasn't, because there was nothing of the viaduct, but there is. They did build part of the viaduct, which sort of led me to believe they might have built part of the tunnel, plus a couple of people have said they did start the tunnel. So yeah, okay, we've got an obvious cutting here where it was going to go right in there, but did they start any stonework? There's certainly no evidence of it, but that doesn't mean very much, because there's so much earth over the top, which we're never going to find out, I don't think. So we're going to get back on top of the tunnel now, see if there's any more obvious shaft work, and obviously get to the other side, get to the other portal if we can. Right, I don't think the exposure is going to be great on the camera, but tough luck, because we're walking this way and I want you to see that view across there. So we're walking now towards what we think is going to be the area of the northern portal. Ahead of us, the railway would have gone through the valleys up towards the heart of the Wales line, up at Clangamark. You can see the embankment down there where the railway would have come across into the across the viaduct where we saw some remnants into what would have been the tunnel. Tunnel would have now been going across under here. So for now we're trying to find, there's a fence post over there, Rebecca.
Okay.
This southern, northern portal, northwestern portal.
See, not fit at all.
Not fit.
Ooh, hi.
Hi. Right, we think down the hill, I'm guessing by those trees there.
Yeah, that looks the right sort of shape and the right line.
Yeah. Right, we're down in the cutting for the northwestern entrance of the Sennybridge tunnel. That way there, you'll see the alignment of the track bed curve round the tree line there, and you can tell, or we can certainly tell, you might not be able to tell on the lens, that we're probably 10 feet now above the track bed. So looking at the tunnel here, or where the tunnel would have been, we're probably already at least 10 feet above the alignment. There's no masonry, it's just either very, very well hidden from landslip, or it was never built in the first place. I was going to say my money is on the never being built in the first place, but I'm not convinced, because actually the viaduct had got well underway. So this is where we thought our adventure had ended. We'd done pretty well. We got to both portals of where the tunnel should be. We found a viaduct we didn't even know existed, and some good earthworks back towards Sennybridge. So for us, that was journey complete. We had to meet a guy called Roger back in Brecon for a completely different project. So Roger was a local, and he already knew about this line. And, well, I'll leave you with the clip of Roger and what he told us about this tunnel and the viaduct, and how that completely changed our perception of the whole morning's explore. Thanks for watching, people. We'll see you next time.
They were using the tunnel, which was the other side of the Usk, as their depot. They were parking things in there, and
Oh, really?
and then they finished, and creditors came along. The only thing they could have was the bridge. So the rumours are that there's all sorts of things hidden in the tunnel.
Oh, really?
Yes, and then they've tipped soil in front of both portals, haven't
So
they?
theoretically, the tunnel is built. It's
Yeah,
just
yes,
it's completely
They went
sealed.
6 miles
Oh,
from
really?
from the river, which was about 2/3 of the way to Langallach.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So,
Oh, okay.
in fact, my son-in-law, he's from that area, and he's walked it many times, but he's never been in the tunnel. That's all been blocked up.
Yes, yeah. My feet are so solidly in my ankles, or so solid. I think I feel like I'm going skiing. I have to walk like this.